Stretch your neck. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? But what if I told you that behind that minimal gesture hides an ancient secret that has been passed down? Veiled and rediscovered over centuries. What if it wasn't just a physical exercise, but a key that opens an invisible portal between your inner self and the infinite? Today we are going to explore the deep meaning of this movement that we have all done at some time, but that we have almost never looked at with real attention. Because no, it's not just about posture, it's about presence, it's about connection, about remembering that your body, more than a collection of bones and muscles, is a spiritual map full of symbols, messages, and doorways to subtle dimensions. Next time you feel tension or disconnection, remember, a simple neck stretch can restore your presence and energy. Put it into practice today. And if this message inspired you, like, subscribe, turn on the little bell, and share this video so more people can discover the hidden power of this gesture. The neck, that narrow spine that supports your head and links your mind to your heart, has been considered in many traditions as a sacred bridge. It is not just anatomy, it is spiritual architecture. A constant flow of energy, of voice, of breath, is concentrated in it. It is literally the corridor where what you want to say goes up and what the soul wants to silence goes down. Think about this. We live in a world where most of us walk with our necks bent forward, weighed down by the weight of screens, routine, and worries. That posture not only affects your physical health, it also modifies your energy. A sagging neck is like a bent antenna. It loses signal, loses reach, loses clarity, and you lose connection with your inner voice. Ancient cultures knew this. In Egypt, pharaohs and gods were depicted with long, upright necks. It was not an aesthetic whim, it was a symbol of spiritual power, of direct communication with the divine. In India, the Vishuddha, the fifth chakra, lives in the throat. It is the center of purity and truth. When it is blocked, the voice is muffled. When it is opened, truth flows. Every day that goes by without taking care of your posture is a day you lose energy, clarity, and connection with yourself. Don't procrastinate. Start now. Subscribe, like, turn on the little bell, and share this video so that more people can free themselves from tension and regain their vitality. Even in medieval alchemy, the neck was seen as the conduit where the metals of the soul were purified, the middle ground between the material and the spiritual. And in Christian iconography, saints and mystics looked to heaven with their necks stretched out, as if offering their own voice on high. Stretching the neck is not only straightening the posture, it is reactivating a channel. It is saying to the universe, I am present, I am ready, I am listening and speaking from the soul. And when you do it with intention, not only oxygen circulates through your body, but also the pure vibration of your consciousness. Notice that even biology supports this idea. When you stretch your neck, you activate the thyroid gland, the gland of time. Its physical function is to regulate your metabolism, but energetically it is associated with your ability to live in tune with the universal rhythm. An open neck harmonizes your pulse with the pulse of the cosmos. If today you were surprised by what a simple neck stretch can awaken, don't imagine what's to come. There are hidden gestures that change your energy in seconds, and in the next video, I'm going to show you one that almost no one knows about. Subscribe, like, and share this video so more people can discover these hidden secrets in their own body. Notice how this starts to go way beyond the body. It's that by stretching your neck, your mind stops crushing your heart. An internal hierarchy is rearranged. The ego stops sinking into the emotions, and the heart can speak without being interrupted. Words cease to be masks and become bridges. Silence ceases to be uncomfortable and becomes a space where the divine responds. And here is something curious. The more we stretch our necks, the more we surrender, and the more we surrender, the stronger we feel. Because it is not a surrender to the external world, but to the energy that beats within us. It is like the stem of a flower that instinctively rises towards the light. So how can we incorporate this gesture into our daily lives? First, as a conscious ritual. You don't need incense, special music or complicated postures. Just stop, close your eyes, breathe and feel how an invisible thread pulls gently from the crown of your head upwards. Allow the chin to barely descend, the chest to open, the abdomen to release. Do not force anything. Remember that rather than correcting your body, you are remembering its original shape. Secondly, observe your neck as an emotional mirror. Is it stiff? Is it cramped? Perhaps there is something you dare not say, or a weight that does not belong to you. Gently massage, move, breathe, and let go. Third, before you speak, ask yourself, is this coming from the mind or from the soul? Stretching your neck before an important conversation is like cleaning the antenna. Before sending a message, the signal arrives clearer. And fourth, every morning, take a minute to bless your neck. Place one hand on the back of your neck and one on your chest. Take a deep breath. Imagine the light rising from your heart to your throat, and as you exhale, let that light expand. It is not empty imagination, it is reprogramming your energy so that what you say and what you shut up are aligned with your truth. Because in the end, the throat is a bridge between two worlds, that of reason and that of intuition, that of idea and that of emotion, that of what we are and what we show. And to take care of it is to take care of that transit. So the next time you feel scattered, tired, or disconnected, before looking for answers outside, try this minimal gesture. Gently raise your neck to the sky, breathe, and allow your body to remember that it is a temple. You may find that what you were looking for was not lost, it just needed an open channel to manifest. Now tell me, do you believe that such a simple gesture can really transform your energy and your way of inhabiting yourself? Leave it in the comments, like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, so they too can discover the hidden power of stretching your neck. And yet, while it may seem as simple as moving your head up, sideways, or gently dropping it forward, stretching your neck holds a power that most underestimate. It's not just a momentary relief for muscle tension, it's a gateway that opens connections between body and mind, a reminder that our posture is in many ways the silent narrator of our personal story. Think about it, when you spend hours staring at your phone, hunched over, neck forward, you're not just affecting your cervical vertebrae, you are sending a constant message to your central nervous system that your body is in a state of contraction, of mild alert, as if you were always expecting a blow from ahead. That postural pattern, studied by the University of California in 2018, showed that in young people who kept their neck forward for more than 4 hours a day, not only did tension headaches increase, but their ability to concentrate was reduced by up to 8%. In other words, the position of your neck influences how you think and process information. But what happens when you consciously stretch it? When you tilt your chin slightly upward, slowly turn your head to the side, take a deep breath, and feel a previously compressed space open up. In that instant, you are rewriting your posture, and by extension, rewriting your mental state. Stretching your neck activates mechanosensitive receptors in muscles like the sternocleidomastoid and scalens, which send signals to your parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for calm, digestion and recovery. Simply put, telling your neck relax is a way of telling your mind, you're safe. A fact that few people know is that neck tension is closely linked to the quality of breathing. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies confirmed that people with reduced neck mobility had a more shallow breathing pattern, using less of the diaphragm and more of the accessory chest muscles. That means less available oxygen and consequently less mental and physical energy. This is where the reflection comes in how many of our little ailments are not, in reality, the result of something as simple as forgetting to stretch and move that which supports our head all day long. The neck is an anatomical bridge. It connects the mind contained in the brain with the rest of the body. When that bridge is stiff, communication becomes less fluid, literally and metaphorically. Now think about a typical day. You get up, look at your phone, lean over the sink, drive or commute looking straight ahead, work in front of a screen, and by the time you realize it, 10 hours have passed without you having taken your head to really look at the sky, without having felt the relief of slowly turning sideways. It's not uncommon that, at the end of the day, you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, because in a way, you carry it there. And the fascinating thing is that the solution doesn't require an expensive membership or an hour a day at the gym. All it takes is micro moments of mindfulness. For example, every time you finish a task in front of the computer, stop, bring your chin to your chest, take a deep breath, then look up at the ceiling, hold for 10 seconds, and repeat sideways. That little ritual, repeated several times a day, can significantly reduce cervical stiffness and improve brain oxygenation. In 2019, Japanese researchers conducted an experiment with office workers. One group was taught to perform cervical stretches of less than 2 minutes, 3 times a day. After 4 weeks, they not only reported less pain, but also improved on tests of short-term memory and reaction time. The explanation: better blood flow to the brain and less distracting micro-tensions. This brings us to a deeper aspect, the symbolism of stretching the neck. In many cultures, raising the head is a gesture of dignity, confidence, openness. An upright, flexible neck conveys to the world, without words, that you are present, awake and willing. In contrast, a hunched neck speaks of tiredness, insecurity, or submission. Your posture is, in a sense, a language that everyone reads, even without realizing it. In fact, in body therapy sessions, some practitioners look first at the mobility of the neck before any other aspect, because it immediately reveals the level of accumulated emotional tension. The neck, being so close to the base of the skull, is also a staging area for vital nerves and arteries. Signals that control voice, vision, posture, and even balance travel through it. When you take care of it, you take care of a command center. Therefore, stretching is not only physical, it is also an act of internal reconnection. When you close your eyes, inhale deeply, and feel the muscles you never name, like the scapular elevators, release, you also let go of thoughts that have been clenching your mind. It's like opening a window in a closed room. New air comes in. And here I'd like you to imagine something. Think of a bird at rest. Its neck is tucked in, folded back. But when it is alert, curious, or about to fly, it stretches it, lengthens it, seeking to see beyond. We, without realizing it, repeat this pattern. A neck that stretches, seeks horizons, broadens its vision. And I'm not just talking about physical vision, but mental clarity. The interesting thing is that, over time, this care filters into other areas. A person who begins to stretch their neck several times a day begins to notice their posture when walking, when sitting, when using the phone. That body awareness is a first step toward a more present, less mechanical life. And there's more. Stretching your neck can be a small act of rebellion against the inertia of stress. In a world that pushes us to shrink, literally and metaphorically, raising our heads and opening our necks is a reminder that we have the right to occupy our space, to look far away, to take a deep breath. It's not just physical health, it's a vital posture. The next time you find yourself hunched over, staring at a screen, shoulders tense, stop and ask yourself, what would happen if at this moment I stretched my neck, breathed and looked up? Maybe the answer won't come in words, but your body will understand it instantly. Because in that gesture, there is a small but powerful act of liberation.